ran into my sister's arms, and that just broke me.
Originally a Japanese statue, this is Momo with bulging eyes, a chilling smile, and jet black hair on a bird's body. The Momo Challenge will be shared on social media like Facebook or their free messaging app, WhatsApp. The challenge is to meet Momo, and to do so, one must follow a series of instructions, which can include harming others or yourself.
When my friends or my family members asked the kids about it, they immediately were like, "How do you know about it?" and then ran to them and cried.
The one thing that's not reversible is suicide.
We asked Dr. Rafi Wald, a psychologist, how to talk about the implications of the Momo Challenge to your kids.
The way you want to have it is talking about how there are people out there in the world that might try to convince you to do bad things, might try to convince you to do things that you know you don't want to do.
If you see this on your kid's phone, there's no good coming from that.
Online, Alan Crowitz, our technology expert, says learn the texting acronyms and download software that can track kids' online activity and teach your kids like you would about how to cross the street safely.
But how many people watching this have sat down and had the talk with their children about, what they're doing online, who they're communicating with, what they're sharing?
Now, the Momo Challenge has been linked to the death of a girl in Argentina, but none here in the United States. We're live at Andrew Lawfom, WPTV News Channel 5.
Some unusual behavior.
Where's suicide coming from? Why would she ask me about a knife going into an outlet?
Then last weekend, Zoe turned the kitchen gas stove on without letting it light, creating a potentially explosive situation.
She kept telling me about Momo and I just didn't understand. I see now.
Momo's going to kill you.
Pearl discovered alarming short clips popping up in the videos Zoe was watching.
She paused the screen as soon as I walked in and I saw a creepy masked doll.
It was Momo. I'm making bad videos.
And they're not alone. Across the country, kids are reporting seeing Momo videos with a strange cartoon-like character telling kids to do dangerous things.
The video that we believe that she saw told her to turn on the gas stove while I was sleeping.
That's really a fire and explosive danger.
Whether hoax or not, officials say it's a teachable moment.
Has been linked to one death, though police remain skeptical. From there, it spread to the States last year.
It then somehow seems to have circulated, possibly through WhatsApp groups, by one woman who is our sort of patient zero in all of this, who posted on a West Houghton, which is a small town outside Bolton, in a local Facebook group warning about this. The Manchester Evening News picked it up a day later and said these are the concerns that are circulating. And then in a drip, drip, drip of news stories over the next week, suddenly it exploded. And we've had hundreds of people get in touch to say that their children have been sent home from school with letters warning about this, all based on no actual hard evidence that there's a risk.
Newsnight's seen examples of letters from schools to parents warning them over Momo. Police forces we've spoken to say that while there is considerable anxiety, they're aware of no incidents of children being harmed. Momo was a big talking point on daytime TV today.
Yeah, it's a scary face, but there's loads of them on the internet. What makes it dangerous? How is it linked with suicide? What have we actually physically seen that is causing this?
I think it's the case of, even if it is a hoax, all this hysteria and hype about it, is it perpetuating then for copycats?
It's an absolute perfect storm. You've got the traditional media in a death spiral trying to get as many clicks as possible to their sites. You've got parents who have genuine legit about the safety of their children online, but don't quite know what to do about it. And I think one of the biggest lessons from this is that teenagers on the whole are pretty smart in terms of being media savvy and working out what's legitimate news and what to trust. It's the adults and the older people who aren't that good.
Well, Steve Smith, Jim Watson ending that report. I'm now joined by Amelia Tate, a journalist specialising in digital culture, who's written for The Eye, The New Statesman and Wired, and Rowan Davis, who's head of policy at Mumsnet, a very well-known parenting site. Thanks to you both for coming in. Whether you see this as a hoax or just a mistake that's gone out of control, that the anatomy of this is absolutely extraordinary, Amelia. I mean, do you remember when you first became aware of it and how quickly you decided it didn't actually
I became aware of it last week and started debunking it on Friday. But since then, it's kind of just constantly evolved, and the fears and the rumours have kind of changed across the week. So there are now rumours it's popping up on YouTube, on Peppa Pig videos, on children's games. So it's just a constantly evolving thing. And it's basically a playground rumour gone global because of the internet.
And is that because, as Jim was saying, parents, mums, they're just not really getting to grips with the internet at all? I mean, you hear something like that, you have to assume the worst because you wouldn't know how to check.
I would say it's not just parents doing this. I think this is part of a bigger story where we all on the internet need to start engaging our critical faculties a little bit better. So I have to say, on Mumsnet, on this particular issue, they were very savvy.
A terrified 5-year-old boy calls 911 after he saw Momo, the creepy bug-eyed ghoul that's been freaking everyone out. 5-year-old Giovanni says he was watching cartoons on YouTube when Momo popped up.
Momo's gonna kill you.
He immediately called the Albuquerque police.
Are you going to find her?
Yes, we're going to find out who did it. Okay, but that picture that you see, that's not real. It's just pretend.
Did you find the witch?
No, just someone that was mean.
And here's the 911 dispatcher, Natalie Garule, who reassured Giovanni that Momo is not real.
You can call me anytime. Anytime.
Okay.
Okay?
Hi.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Momo's gonna kill you.